Hello, how's everybody? I'm not going to be on here very long. I tried to make this video last night, but for some reason I kept getting cut off, shut off. I don't think I knew what I was doing. Hopefully it'll work tonight. Anyway, how are you doing, YouTube family and Facebook family? I'm coming on here today to do a video about mental illness, okay, and the struggles that I had with my daughter, the struggle the whole family had with her. Like I said, I tried to do this video last night and I didn't. I don't know what happened to it. I didn't succeed. Well, anyway, as you all know, most of you know that a few weeks ago, my daughter supposedly burnt the house down with her uncle in it, and he passed away. I am sorry I lost my brother-in-law to my daughter's mental illness. I never seen this coming. I wish there was something I could do to change it, but I can't. Only the Most High know. He see everything before it happened. But what I have to say is about mental illness is that, first of all, I want y'all to share this video of my story about how I couldn't get help for my daughter here on the Eastern Shore, Virginia. And they felt me. Now, she burnt the house down by her own hands, but I didn't have much help with her. People did not go check on her like they were supposed to. There were supposed to be mental health counselors that were supposed to be going checking on her to see if she had her medicine or if she was even taking it, and nobody was going. These people failed me here in Virginia on this Eastern Shore, and I say that the CSB failed me, which is, the Community Service Board. They failed me here on the Eastern Shore because whenever I try to get help for Kamika, they always tell me what they couldn't do. They started telling me what they couldn't do so much, I asked them what could they do. Because I was sick of them telling me, well, I can't do this and we can't do that and we can't do that. I'm like, what can y'all do? Because my daughter was severely mentally ill. Matter of fact, one of the doctors here on Eastern Shore told me that my daughter was one of the worst cases of schizophrenia he had ever seen. Now, I don't know how many patients he have ever had. He's not talking about all over the world, just that he had seen. So by him saying that, he showed me an MRI of her brain. And then he showed me an MRI of a normal brain. And my daughter, one side of the, X-ray was lit up. I mean, she was a chemical imbalance, like too much fluid on one side of the brain than the other. And she was really sick. She was sick. I'm not trying to excuse nothing that she did. My child been mentally mentally ill for like 12 years. She's been struggling. Now, there were episodes when she was coming up as a child that had me question things because she didn't act like the other ones. She would do things. If you would tell her not to do it, she would do it. She was always up to, and I thought it was just mischief. She was being bad, rebelling, being bad. I didn't know that was signs. And some people were like, oh, Monica, well, did somebody give her something? No, let me get that straight right now. They on her father's side of the family, it's a lot of them that struggle with mental illness, okay? So she kind of, I guess it was passed down to her, that she had got that. On my mom's side, we have cases too, but on her father's side, it's more. And so it just so happened it got my daughter, All people always saying, no, somebody gave her something. No. It's a history. They have a history of that in the family. And then some said, well, did she do something to the uncle to make her do that? No. Some people are going around spreading rumors saying he molested her. Listen, my daughter's a 40-something-year-old woman, okay? She stands 6 feet tall. Believe me, if he'd have tried something like that, she'd have been done something. You know, it's not like she no little child and he's molesting her. So I don't know why people going around spreading those rumors, okay? Then they're saying, oh, well, you know, like, did he do anything? No, 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 no. A matter of fact, her uncle loves her. And in her way, she loved her uncle. Yes, they all had a little, what family don't have their little arguments or whatever. But at the end of the day, it wasn't nothing she couldn't ask her uncle to do that he wouldn't go do for her. And I knew that he loved her because there was time that I asked him, did he wanted to press charges on her about another incident. And he was so sad in his eyes. And he said, no, I don't want to press charges. He loved his niece. Okay, so stop the rumors, all right? Anyway, it was just so much going on, you know. And as far as me, I was feeling so down, depressed, blaming myself, guilt. And I have to say this. I got to get this out because last night I don't think that I got it out the way I want to. I pray that I can get this video through. Number one, I want to say to the churches here on the Eastern Shore, Virginia, and the pastors and the members, thank you for calling me and reaching out to me and asking me, was I all right? And I'm not saying that to be serious. I'm saying it to be sarcastic. Not one preacher on this Eastern Shore, Virginia, or church member has called me, reached out to me, and said, Monica, are you all right? I've been going to these churches all up and down here doing programs, giving money, time, putting up flyers for them, you know, promoting things for them. So much I did in these Christian churches. And not one of them, only one pastor to call me, and he's in North Carolina, and that's Reverend Boyd. That used to be the preacher at First Baptist. The rest of them had not called me or reached out to me and said, Monica, are you all right? And they knew about my daughter. Much as I stayed in the church crying, praying, asking them to pray for me and my child, the much as I was crying and weeping in the church about my daughter, they knew. And nobody called me. Not even to the last church that I attended that I was a member of. Nobody. But when they had death in their family, I was there. I was there. Even though I wasn't going to the church anymore, I was there to support them in their time of need. But did either one of them call me, reach out to me? No. So you churches, you're fake. You fake, and I'm calling you out. You are fake. You people are fake. You better get it right. Y'all playing church. That's all you're doing. You're playing church. Okay, but the Most High already see. Y'all not what y'all say y'all are. Y'all pretend every Sunday all dressed up. Talking about y'all love everybody. What if you love everybody? Y'all didn't hear it. I know y'all heard it. Everybody on this Eastern Shore heard it. I know you heard it. And you didn't reach out. Thank you for showing who you really are. The Most High shines a light on everything. Anyway, as I was saying, my daughter, because y'all got them. The Most High got them. He going to take care of them church people, them fake people. But like I was saying, my daughter, she suffered with bipolar. She was paranoid schizophrenic. She struggled with bipolar disorder, multiple personality disorder, anxiety, depression, multiple personality disorder. She used suicide thoughts. She has so much going on with her. And she just got tired of fighting. And the voices continued in her head. And she didn't like take the medicines because she said the medicine make her feel slow and make her sleep all the time. She couldn't function. And sometimes she would get off them. But when she was on them, she did really good. She really tried to take them. She really tried. But then when she get off of them, I got to be the bad guy and go get her put in the hospital. I wasn't told everything that happened that week. If I had been, maybe I could have got her somewhere before. But I was only told some things after, the fire. But nevertheless, like I said, it's in his, hands now. And she's in the mental hospital and a sane asylum, and she's going to be there for a while because somebody died. She can't go to prison because she is a mentally ill patient. She can't go to prison. She's going to be gone a long, long time. Keep her in prayer. The ones that really prayed and reached out to me. I ain't talking about you fake Christian. Don't pray for me. Pray for me because you ain't even reached out to me, so don't pray for me. I'm talking about the people. It was the street people. The people on the streets that asked me how I was doing, that was calling me. People that wasn't even in the church. So you fake Christian people, don't pray nothing for me. Please don't. Please don't. Because you didn't reach out. Anyway, like I said, my daughter, like I said, she's been sick. And I just want to tell y'all, that I want this video shared about her situation. It's like one time they took her to the hospital in Virginia Beach. And they were supposed to get in her place, stay over there to set her up to be an independent, person that was dealing with mental illness. And I talked to the woman, and she was like, yeah, Miss, Cole, we got her straight. We're going to get her straight. Before I knew it, they had sent my daughter back over here on a Greyhound bus in the rain. You hear me? And didn't even call the family to tell us to pick her up. Then there was another incident. They had her in the Accomack County Jail. They let her out on her own recognizance. But it was winter. It was like Thanksgiving, Christmas, one of those holidays. Traffic on the road like crazy people for the holiday. It's cold. They let my child go with on nothing but some little old thin tight pants on or something tights on and a thin t-shirt, and didn't call the family to pick her up. Her auntie I had to call her auntie and tell them that Accomack had released her, a mentally ill woman, on the streets by herself that was off of her med. Her auntie had to get in her car and go up and down the highway and look for her. Finally, she found her. This is what these people been doing. One time she was threatening. She was threatening people in the house with knives. And I had to call the police. Police wouldn't do nothing to her. Wouldn't take her. Wouldn't lock her up. And the only reason they would lock her up so they could take her to the mental hospital. She had to go through the jail first and then to the hospital. And so I said, I said, we can't lock her up. I said, she threatening people with knives. I said, what she got to do? Kill somebody? And you know what that cop said to me? All nonchalant. Pretty much. Well, guess what? She killed somebody. Her mental illness caused her to kill somebody. Why y'all wouldn't help me? I have gotten in touch with senators and governors about this incident. I am not playing, because it don't make sense that we don't have facilities here on this Eastern Shore for our loved ones that's struggling with mental illness. We can't take them to Maryland because Maryland won't take them because they're not a resident of Maryland. So we take them across the bay or Petersburg. We got to spend gas money and toll and do all this to go see them. Why? Why should we have to do that? When every facility they had here on the Eastern Shore, they closed it up. Now, these people get funded money every year by the government or the state, millions of dollars to house and to have counselors go out and check on these people. But yet and still they're closing all the facilities down. And the counselors are not going checking on the people like they did my daughter. They didn't check on my daughter. So where is that money come? They say if you want to follow the crook or the thief or the criminal, follow the money trail. Somebody needs to know where this money going that's funded to this Eastern Shore, Virginia Mental Health Board. And they're not getting any help here. Where's the money going? We don't have no help. The community service board are not sending out counselors because they didn't go to my daughter. Matter of fact, I caught one time. My daughter's grandmama was still alive. She called me and she said that the counselor hadn't been seeing Mika in 3 months. And Mika didn't have her medicine. I said, well, where's the counselor? So I called the service board. I talked to this guy named David. I said, David, why isn't the counselor going to see my child, making sure she got her medicine and stuff? Oh, they're going. I said, oh, no. I said, her grandmama said they wasn't coming. She said, oh, well, Keisha's going. I was like, Keisha? Keisha's not going up there. Well, they said Keisha got my daughter's name down there like she was going to see him. She was getting the vouchers, the gas vouchers, like she was going up there in New Church, Virginia to see her, but she wasn't coming to the house. So I don't know why this Keisha was going. But he said, okay, we're going to check it out. I don't know if she got far. She should have, because she lied. She put my daughter's name on that paper, and got that gas voucher and wasn't going to see my daughter. You see what they do? They get a paycheck, but they don't want to do their job. And they will get caught. They will get caught. Now, the senator that was over there across the bay that time, the hospital, he took his mentally ill son to the hospital. They wasn't taking his medicine. The hospital told him they didn't have a bed for this son. He had to take him home. His name is Senator Creed Deeds. I've talked to him. And they told him to take his son home. He took his son home. His son stabbed him. He got away. Come back with the police. His son had blew himself away and killed himself. Okay? The senator sued for $6 million. He only got like 900-something thousand. But yet still, like I say, it is not about the money. They need to change something with this mental health service. If they're not going to do their job, why are they getting funded with the money? Why are they being funded if they're not doing their job? I need y'all to share this video. My daughter is a 6 feet tall, beautiful woman. Some of y'all seen her pictures. When she first got sick, she went to audition for the television show America's Next Top Model with Tyra Banks. She didn't make the cut that year, but right after that, she got very sick. It must not meant to be. She got very sick. The stress. Right after that, she found out she was pregnant. She lost the baby. Then the guy she was pregnant with broke up with her. Then she lost her job. Then she eventually lost her car because she couldn't pay her payments. When your parents, young people, I'm talking to y'all, when y'all parents tell y'all stop getting out there in the streets too fast, y'all don't know those people out there. Y'all don't know them jobs are stressful, jumping up, getting all that credit and getting them college loans and doing this. And that stuff come back to bite you because you got to pay that credit loan back. You got to pay those car notes. You got to keep a job and work. Can't be partying and having fun with your friends all the time and trying to keep that kind of stuff. You got to listen because if you don't, the stress that got my daughter, they say a lot of it was stress, came on her all at once. She lost this, she lost that, she lost that. And she just snapped. And she hasn't been right since. She snapped. And they said the older they get, the worse their brain get. And the more they jump off and on the medicine, the worse the brain get. You see? We can't help them. I can't help her with that mental illness. That's inside of her head. It's not like she catch a cold or flu and I can give her some chicken noodle soup or put a Band-Aid on something. I can't do that because these demons are inside of her heads. Inside of her head, these demons are in her head. And the doctor said to me that those voices and the things she see and hear are more real to her than I am. And I'm alive. And the reason why they're so real to her, because they are part of her. They're in her head every day. I didn't really understand mental illness or schizophrenia anyway until I looked at a movie. My cousin Barbara sent me a movie, told me to look at this movie called A Beautiful Mind. This man was a professor, very smart man. And he went crazy, as they say, with schizophrenia. And he was talking to people all through the movies. And the people that you were seeing on the movie, you thought they were real people. And come find out that he was a schizophrenic. He was seeing those people and those people weren't real. But when you first start looking at the movie, the people look like, okay, he's talking to this person, that person. But come find out those people weren't real. And that's what goes on in my daughter's head. She see these things, she hear these things, and they're not real. And then that's the multiple personality. Lord have mercy. That they are so spooky. There's one time she has this, when she see me, sometimes she would come in the house and, hey mom, pay my hair. She's a little girl, just like a little girl. But she's a 40-something-year-old woman. And then there's time when she cuss you, she fights you. You don't really know who you're going to be dealing with. That's the multiple personalities. I remember one incident. And like I say, I'm going to talk about this because last night my video, I don't know what happened to that video, but I want this one to stay. It said, I called her, and I was on the phone having a good conversation with her. And all of a sudden, from nowhere, something triggered her, and she started cussing me out. Now, who I was talking to in the beginning was all right. We was having a good conversation. And then all of a sudden, something else, that other personality jumped in, and she started calling me all kind of names. You this, you that, you the goddamn devil, you gonna burn, da 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 da. And I'm like, okay. Now, it hurt my feelings. That's my baby. That's my daughter talking to me like that. Maybe. But I let her say, well, all of that came out of her, calling me all those names. I said, okay. And I said, are you finished? I said, now, demon, are you finished? Didn't say nothing. I say, now, let me talk to my daughter, Kimiko. You know what that demon did, y'all? It said, it's not funny. I promise you, it's spooky. It laughed at me in an evil laugh. It laughed at me because I didn't say or say anything to her. I said, let me speak to my daughter, demon. And it started laughing. Y'all don't believe in demon, but Christ, the one y'all call Christ, the anointed one, the Hamashiach, or the Mashiach, however you want to call it, he told them that the man that was lunatic was demon possessed. He dealt with a lot of them. Matter of fact, he called Peter. People think he called Peter Satan when Peter said something to him about not, no, Lord, forbid this to happen. He said, get ye behind me, Satan. He wasn't talking to Peter. He was talking to Satan. You see, the Messiah knew how to talk to them spirits. He didn't talk to that person, the spirits that was possessing that person. So I waited till that demon cussed me out. And then I asked him, can I speak to my daughter? And that demon, with an evil laugh, on the end of the phone. You think they make them movie, The Exorcist and all of them, just for nothing? No. See, it's all kind of demons, y'all. It's sexual demons. Yeah, it is. It's demons that make you, even alcoholic demons, they make you drink yourself to death. Abuse your body, mutilate how you say yourself, to destroy you. They're real. That's why I say to myself, I don't want to be around these people with these different spirits. Old people used to say they'll jump on you. I didn't believe old people. I thought they were superstitious, but have you ever been around a negative person and all of a sudden your energy go down? Like that. Happened to me. Why? Because you was around that negative spirit that was da-da-da-da-da wrong, da-da-da-da-da, talking like this. And you feel your spirit going down. Now me, I'm an upbeat person. No matter how I felt like crying today, but maybe I'm still going through that, the depression or what happened. Sometimes I feel up, sometimes I feel down. But I never stay there. I never stay down. And but sometimes nothing happened today. I just felt like crying. I don't know what was going on. I felt a sadness. Maybe my baby's thinking about me. Maybe she's crying for me or something. I don't know. But what I do know is y'all gonna have to listen. In these last days, these demons are running wild. And don't talk about the murderous demons. The murdering demons, they're out here running wild, murder, just killing. And innocent people that ain't never done anything to them. People they don't even know. So you got sexual demons, you got murdering demons, you got lying demons. You got these demons that will cause you to destroy yourself. None of them are good to be around. I can't stand them to be around lying people, lying demons. I can't. You never can believe them. Can't trust them. That's why I stay to myself. You got to be set apart. And you got to have that set apart spirit that you don't desire to be around that stuff and in the world with that stuff. So a lot of stuff can lure you right there in the world. Money. Fame. It like to got me. That fame like to got me. Something caught me back in. I started seeing things. And that thing was the churchy too. It wasn't even no R&B music or nothing. It was church gospel. Still, I seen things. And I said, oh no, can't go out there in that. No. So y'all, you know, I'm just, like I said, my baby, she's going to be gone a while. I don't know when I'm going to see her. I pray she call and reach out. I do. I pray that she call and reach out to me. At least I know she got a roof over her head and she's eating and taking her meds, getting counseling. At least I know that much. Her life is pretty much messed up right now, but only the Most High know. You know, only the Most High know. That demon wanted me. That devil did. That devil wanted me ever since I was a child. He wanted me. Then he started messing with my child. He didn't get me. He didn't get me. He messed with my child. That's the way he got to me. But you know, out of all of that I've been through, I still trust the Most High. I still trust him. I've looked in my child eyes, y'all, and I've seen that demon. Let me tell you something. Let me see something. Is there something around here I can... No. Maybe this old credit card here. Maybe this thing. Let me tell y'all something. When my daughter first got sick, her stepmother called me to come up there to the grandmom's house where she was at. This is when she first started getting really sick. And her stepmother said, Duck, you got to come up here. Something wrong with Mika. It's like, what's wrong with Mika? You got to come see it for yourself. And her stepmother, Trish said, Duck, when you get up here, look in her eyes. I goes up to the grandma's house. I walked in the door. My daughter looks up at me and said, hey, Ma. When I looked in her eyes, I said, whoa, I backed up. Her pupils was as black. You see the blackness on this? They were jet black, cold, like it had no soul. You hear me? Y'all don't believe in demons. I've seen the eyes of him. He was looking out of my child. And he was like, oh, Monica, you sound crazy. It's not that I'm crazy. You know, I sound crazy. I know what I've seen and witnessed. I sound crazy to you because you just don't believe. But if you have seen what I've seen and heard what I heard, oh, baby, you will believe. I didn't believe until it happened to my daughter. She was totally possessed. Eyes this color, black, cold black. And you telling me that this thing that looks, the eyes of this thing was looking out of my daughter. It was like an animal. It really looked like it wasn't from this world. It didn't look like it was from this world. The eyes, the pupil was cold black. And it looked like some kind of, you ever seen a cat eyes, how the cat eyes look, but it was like a cold, that's how it looked. I'm not lying, I wouldn't kid. I am not going to lie about, that's my child. I'm not going to lie about that. This thing that took my daughter onto the thing, you could see the possession. It had took her over. You could see it in her eyes. These demons live. They live. People don't believe it because you know why? They wonder why. Oh, why this one act like this one? Why this one always want to fight and this one cut and this one shoot and this one? They're demons. They have taken over humans. It's evil spirits. Well, the Christian, well, I don't believe in that. She listen to how she talk. Well, it's in that Bible you said you believe in. That same Bible that you check the church every Sunday, it's in there about them. And you don't believe it because I'm saying it. Yeah, well, anyway, that's another story. Y'all just fake. You don't believe what I tell you I seen, even though it speaks of it in the Bible. The Messiah, the Hamashiach, he speaks of it. See, but yet still y'all don't believe. You'll believe if it happened to you. I bet you believe it. I'm pretty much done with this. I just really want everybody to share this video. I have one sister on there, the one that told me to write my daughter today. And that was a good idea, sis. She lived across the back. I want you to share it too. Because like I said, the senator has already got the article. He knows my story. You know, they're involved. I'm going to leave it alone. Let them work with the, with the community service board here. Because the community service board did not send out counselors. No, they didn't. Because if they did, she would still be on her medicine. They did not do that. No. So I need them to find out where this money's going. It ain't going for the mentally ill. Might be going on somebody's vacation. I don't know. I'm getting ready to start some mess here because I feel like they failed me with my daughter. And let me make this, because I have witnesses. Like I said, my daughter's stepmother, Trish, my ex-husband's second wife, Trish, she helped me so much. Thank you, baby. Thank you, sis. She helped me so much with my daughter. Okay? Me and my ex-husband had to take my daughter to Maryland to get some help. Merlin helped her just like that. But here's what we had to do. We had to put her in a motel in Merlin and tell them in Merlin, that mental health services up there, that she was homeless in Merlin. And they came out just like that. No ifs and buts. They got her in programs. They got her in home with other people that was having problems, had her medicine. They could cook, had nice food, had a beautiful place. Merlin, I had to make her look like she was homeless. Now, why would I have to take my daughter out of Virginia? She was a resident, born and raised here. Out of Virginia into another state just to get some help. See, I got proof that the community service board have not been helping me. I got 12 years of papers from Maryland to Petersburg that my daughter has not been getting the proper help she need here on this Eastern Shore. And I'm getting ready to start something because y'all need to do your jobs. Stop sitting in the offices and hardly answering the phones, telling people what you can't do. Answer the phone, send the counselors out, check on the mentally ill people like you're supposed to do, and stop just getting a paycheck, riding up down the road pretending you're going to see them. Somebody needs to, well, I already, like I said, them lawyers, the senator and all them lawyers, they taking care of that. Somebody's going to get ready to get found out. Okay? Somebody's getting ready to get found out. Because they going to want to know why y'all haven't been seeing her. Her doctor was named Dr. Gray. Dr. Gray should have made sure she had appointments, but he didn't. Okay? I'm the one been sitting there talking to those doctors, talking to those police officers, talking to those counselors. Me, with my daughter. People run around running their mouth. They don't know what I went through. They don't know what she's going through in her head. She's fighting. My daughter fought. She fought those things. I saw her. She cried. She said she wanted to kill herself. Mama, I don't want to live. I don't. You know how that is to hear your child telling you they don't want to live, threatening suicide. Do y'all know? I mean, I got so sick one time. I started losing weight. I was bleeding so bad. I'm not trying to be nasty, but I was so stressed out. I was bleeding so bad. They was getting ready to give me a blood transfusion. I was stressed out because my daughter was going through it, and I was going through it right along with my baby. Believe me, if y'all mamas, real mamas out there and daddies, y'all know what I'm talking about. I was going through it with my baby. Couldn't sleep, jumping up out the bed all the time at night when she's acting up, all the time of morning when she's acting up. Just please share this video. I hope and pray that I get this video right tonight, please.